Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with fabulous concert programs, number 80. And it's the beginning of our Scriabin Symphony Cycle. This one's going to be a lot of fun because, Scriabin is a symphonist who doesn't get any respect at all. And it's not fair. It's undeserved. Yes, his music is like a hothouse flower. Okay. But it's a beautiful hothouse flower. And it's a shapely, elegant hothouse flower. He knew what he was doing as a symphonist, and he wrote some really, really beautiful music. And I just think that it's a shame that all we hear is like the poem of ecstasy, which is technically Symphony No. 4, kind of, sort of. He called it that. But 1, 2, and 3 are the orchestral ones, and boy, are they fun. I mean, even number 1, which is what we're starting with, obviously, and I've come up with a program that I think puts number 1 in a very helpful context. Because Symphony No. 1, it's obviously a second half work. It's a big, juicy thing. It's got like 6 movements. His sense of form was rather free, but shapely, as I said. He doesn't drone on all that much, actually. Well, maybe a little bit in the third symphony, but it's okay. And in the first symphony, they're pretty pithy movements, and it ends with a chorus and with a mezzo and tenor soloist singing a poem written by Scriabin himself in praise of art and the glory of art and the mystery of art and the magnificence of art and the artfulness of art and the arty way that art is artful. And, well, never mind. It's all about art. It's a perfectly horrible poem. It's in Russian, so we don't have to understand it. We don't care. And, the point is that it doesn't make any difference how bad the poetry is because the music's pretty wonderful. It really is. And nobody ever plays this symphony. I mean, it's a choral symphony. So how are you going to do it? What do you put it with? Well, you've got to have 2 soloists and a chorus who sing for like 5 minutes at the end, it's impractical. I understand. It is impractical. In fact, at the premiere, they left out the finale, the last movement, because, well, you have to get those people together. It's expensive. So I have a way to do it. So after the intermission, we're going to do the Scriabin First Symphony, which everyone's going to love. They're going to sit back and go, ooh, where's this been all my life? It's beautiful. And it is. But the beginning, equally beautiful. We start with Vaughan Williams, the Serenade to Music in its choral version. That piece there's the orchestral version, there's the original version for 16 soloists, there's the version for chorus and 4 soloists, which actually you could do that one too, depending on how your soloists work out. There's the underwater version, there's the outer space version, there's the miniature version, there's the, underground version, there's a billion versions. So pick a version of the Serenade to Music and start with that. It's unbelievably gorgeous. Oh my God, I've said it before, it's so beautiful, it hurts. It's so beautiful, it's incredible. And so we start with another paean to art, and then you're supposed to have a concerto. And so we have sort of a concerto-like object, the Beethoven Choral Fantasy, obviously, because that's got this really cool solo piano thing. So you can do like a concerto thing. And then you've got the choral part, which is a dreadful poem in praise of music. Beethoven hated the poem. It's a really bad poem. So it's like Scriabin's really bad poem, but the music is just oodles of fun. I mean, ridiculous fun. It's 20 some odd minutes long. It's perfect concerto length. And it's in praise of music, or in praise of art and music and the muse and the divine spark and all of that juicy nonsense that these poems like to talk about. So we've got Vaughan Williams and Beethoven, and then intermission. And after the intermission, we all come running back, and we see the chorus still sitting there, and we do the Scriabin First Symphony. And the wonderful thing about doing it this way is that the chorus doesn't come back until the very, very end. So you get a good chunk of purely orchestral music. I always think you need contrast. You need a bit of a respite. And Scriabin's style is so sort of late romantic, yummy, decadent that you don't really think of Scriabin as like a break. You know what I mean? It's kind of sweaty and whatnot, but no, because here you've got the purely orchestral stuff, which is a nice timbral contrast to what we heard in the first half. and also to the thing with the piano solo and all. There's really a lot of contrast in this, even though it's mostly choruses about the wonderfulness, the wonderfulosity of art. And so then after all of that orchestral effulgence, we have the final chorus in praise of art, and everyone goes home feeling completely satisfied and happy and artistic. And you'll never see this concert in a real setting, but you can play it at home. And trust me, you're going to have a great time if you do. It's a wonderful program. 3 very different composers, 3 very different styles of music, but a similar theme treated in 3 completely individual and fabulous ways. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.